Picture this. While your neighbors are still waiting for their first pepper to ripen in late summer, you're already harvesting vibrant bell peppers, fiery jalapenos, and sweet banana peppers by mid-summer. This isn't gardening magic, it's the power of strategic transplanting that can extend your growing season by weeks, sometimes even months. When you master the art of transplanting peppers at the optimal time, you're not just moving plants from one container to another, you're unlocking their full potential for an abundant early harvest that will have you enjoying homegrown peppers when they're most valuable to your kitchen and your wallet. The secret lies in understanding that peppers are heat-loving plants that respond dramatically to proper transplanting techniques. Unlike many vegetables that can tolerate rough handling, peppers reward gardeners who treat them with care during this critical transition period. When done correctly, transplanting creates stronger root systems, more vigorous growth, and ultimately, pepper plants that begin producing fruit weeks earlier than their poorly transplanted counterparts. Timing your pepper transplant is perhaps the most crucial decision you'll make in your pepper growing journey. The golden window typically opens when nighttime temperatures consistently stay above 50 degrees Fahrenheit and daytime temperatures reach 65 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit. This usually occurs 2 to 3 weeks after your area's last frost date, but, don't rely solely on calendar dates. Let your local weather patterns guide you. The soil temperature should reach at least 60 degrees Fahrenheit, which you can easily check with an inexpensive soil thermometer inserted 2 to 3 inches deep. Your pepper seedlings themselves will tell you when they're ready for their big move. Look for plants that have developed their second set of true leaves and stand 4 to 6 inches tall with sturdy, thick stems. Weather stability is your friend during this process, so you'll want to avoid transplanting during periods of extreme temperature fluctuations, strong winds, or predicted storms. Creating the perfect environment for your transplanted peppers starts with location selection. Choose a spot that receives 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight daily, preferably with morning sun and, some afternoon protection in extremely hot climates. Soil preparation goes beyond simple digging. Test your soil pH, aiming for a range between 6.0 and 6.8, which allows peppers to access nutrients efficiently. Alright, so let's start by working in 2 to 3 inches of quality compost into your garden bed. You want to mix it to a depth of 8 to 10 inches. This will create a nutrient-rich foundation just perfect for supporting vigorous growth. Now, on to the transplanting preparation. This process really requires some patience and gentle hands. Begin by thoroughly watering your pepper seedlings several hours before you plan to transplant them. This step is crucial because it ensures the root ball holds together nicely and helps reduce transplant shock. Next up, we need to prepare your planting holes. Make them slightly wider than the root ball, but you want them to be exactly the same depth as the original container. This is key to ensuring your plants settle in just right. When you're removing seedlings from their containers, it's really important to support the plant by its root ball instead of tugging on the stem or leaves. For those plastic containers, just gently squeeze the sides while supporting the plant, then tip it and slide the root ball out. Place each plant in its prepared hole and backfill with the original soil mixed with compost. As you fill, water gently to eliminate air pockets, but try not to compact the soil by pressing too firmly. The goal here is to create good root-to-soil contact while keeping the soil structure loose enough for drainage and root expansion. Finish up by making a shallow depression around each plant, which will help direct water right to the root zone as the plant gets established. The 2 weeks following transplant are, absolutely critical for your pepper's success. You'll want to water deeply but not too often, allowing the soil to dry out just a bit between waterings. This encourages those roots to grow deep and strong. Morning watering is really ideal because it gives your plants time to dry before evening. which helps reduce the risk of disease. It's best to apply water directly to the soil instead of overhead watering. Overhead watering can promote fungal issues and doesn't effectively reach the root zone. Keep an eye on your newly transplanted peppers every day for any signs of stress. It's normal for them to show slight wilting during the hottest part of the day in the first week, but they should bounce back by evening. So, during extreme heat, it's a good idea to provide some temporary shade. You can use shade cloth, row covers, or even just some cardboard shields during the hottest part of the day, especially for the first week. This kind of protection really helps your plants adjust to their new environment without the extra stress of the intense sun, while their root systems are still getting established. Temperature protection remains important even after successful transplanting. It's a good idea to keep row covers or cloches handy for those unexpected cool snaps that could, set back your pepper's development. Mastering these transplanting techniques really does transform your pepper garden from ordinary to extraordinary. The extra care and attention you invest during this critical phase, well, it pays dividends throughout the growing season with earlier harvests, stronger plants, and more abundant yields. Remember that each pepper variety may have slightly different needs, so it's important to observe your plants closely and adjust your techniques based on their responses. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and share this guide with fellow gardeners who want to maximize their pepper harvests. Your support helps us continue creating valuable content that transforms backyards into productive food gardens. And hey, share your transplanting successes in the comments below. We love seeing your pepper power-ups in action.